All right, Shalom. Well, first, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to all the brothers and a few sisters out there. Unto us like foreigners, the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. I'm going to go straight to the scripture. It says, Isaiah 13 and 19, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the child, these excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm going to read it again. It says, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, and the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency. So, obviously, Babylon the Great is America. The Chaldees were the wizards, the warlocks of the Babylonians at that time. They had their own little section, and they were the wise men. They were the astrologers. They were everything that the kingdom needed because they worked in the left-hand side. So today's modern day Chaldees would be like the Freemasons, the illuminated ones. Okay? But why did it say the beauty of the Chaldees? Because it's the delusion. We live in a delusional world, a mirage, something that's not real. Okay? But reality's creeping in. So this is why I had to, first thing that I had to bring the scripture out. And this is what I saw. Well, it was there. I hate when it does that. Salakia. But it's okay. Because it goes right to the point.
Pull your pants up. Pull them up. What y'all getting up? Big long line. Right, stepped on it. It was accident. Trying to do clean it. Huh? When I had oh, the switch room. What is it? What is it supposed to be? No, and crystal. So you mix them both? Wow, that's powerful.
Like that was it. What's that guy's name? I think it's supposed to be Danny Glover's son. He had a song called "This Is America." Well, this is America. This is the glory of the Chaldees. This is Babylon the Great. All right. This is Babylon the great Babylon, the greatest country in the planet Earth, America. From sea to sea. Trump talks about how in his news conference today that the astronauts and how America's the hottest thing out there. like he's selling something like, yeah, America's hot right now. It's hot. I feel the heat. So hot out there, everybody can't get America out their mind. Well, this is America. The junkies, people They oh wait, hold on. Didn't that guy, the orange guy, said that they had stopped the flow of fentanyl that was killing a whole bunch of people. That was the purpose of going into Venezuela, right? Didn't it say they stopped the drugs from circulating? That don't look like it stopped to me. That's in American streets of San Francisco. He's going on telling how, oh, Washington D.C. is so safe. Washington D.C. so safe. This is the safest it's ever been. We clean up the streets of America, drugs and all that good stuff. Well, this is America. This is why people go into war to get slaughtered for. This is the future for the future vets. If those vets come back from this particular war, which they won't, most likely won't. This is America. Hey, you just gotta be the bearer of good news. It says in Babylon, the glory of the king of kingdoms. So out of all nations under the heavens, this stands alone. All right, you can get your, whatever your heart desire. This place is in the tippy top, the top of the pedestal, the top of it all. All right, it sits on high. Jeremiah 51:25. Behold, I'm against thee, O destroying mountain. And why did the Lord say call this place a destroying mountain? Because the top mountain is synonymous with government. The top of the mountain, I got it. The Apostle Rahman had corrected me. I said paramount. I don't know what the hell I was thinking about, but it's the summit. All right. So this is the top of all the heathens on the planet Earth. This is the focal point. This is the place that inspires everything in this world. Like I stated before, America is American and its citizens is only 8% of the world's population, yet it uses up 25% of the world's resources, which is astronomical. When the brother broke it down to me, I was like, what? That's crazy. And then to make matters worse, they put it in a film. Exactly how the brothers broke it down. Like, oh wow. So it's well known that this is the most consuming nation on the planet Earth. In order to do that, in order to consume so much from the resources from other people around the world, you have to be on top. Everything has to flow through you. All right. You have to have the access to everything. Matter of fact, um, Revelations 18, is it 14? I'm thinking of. Matter of fact, I started at 10. It says, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, the mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. So it's a mighty city, the mightiest of them all. And it says, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. Because why? It's going to be destroyed. And it's going to break it down, all the substance that this place had. Okay? It says the merchandise of gold, silver, precious stones, pearls, fine linen, purple, and silk, and scarlet, and fine wood, and all manners of vessels of iron, all manner of vessels of most precious wood, and of brass, iron, and marble, and cinnamon, and odors, and ornaments, and frankincense and myrrh. I'm sorry, frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men. So this summarized all the abundance of things that could be easily accessed to this place. But the top of it all, the worst thing of it all, the souls of men, literally. Now, if this place was so great, people would not have to take no drugs to cope with whatever problem issues that they have. But it's not that great. It's very oppressive, and you, in order to fall for the trap, you have to believe what they've been telling you. Oh, freedom this, freedom that. Well, there's no freedom. Out of all nations on the planet Earth, this is the most. This is the nation that has most people that's incarcerated and is locked up than anybody else in the planet Earth. But there goes your idea of freedom and your free will. All right, that you stand alone like you something special, but you're not. And look what the very citizens of this land go through on a regular day basis. And let's be realistic. Those of us that's born here, raised here, we have first world um, issues. That's why you have people will flip out. They got daddy issues. They got mommy issues. They got issues. But in the other side of the world, the issues are not that bad compared to what we have. And hey, even that says alone, that's saying alone, that's a first world issue. Like a lot of us are from the ghetto. And we'll tell you straight up and down, it's the worst possible outcome, the worst experience in the fucking world. Matter of fact, we talk so much issue in the music that they say if you're not in the ghettos in America, then you don't know nothing about poverty and going through famine and pestilence, all that good stuff. We'll sell it to you because this is how we was raised. A first world country. First world country doesn't concern about third world country issues. This is why Trump, when he ain't even campaigning, he was talking shit about all these other nations and the people that comes from these nations. And he called Haiti a shithole, called Somalia a shithole, he called all these other nations shitholes. And only a person that lives in a first world country that can look at it from an outside point of view call it a shithole. How did these places get to be a shithole? Oh yeah, America been sucking it dry. So to say that, say this, everything is found here, even drugs, to keep people in this distracted case. And people do not do the things what they're doing because everything is so great. They do what they do because they can't handle it. All right. That's why people get into drugs and drink a lot because they can't handle the reality of what's going on. But they couldn't put their finger on it. Like why? Because everybody believed it was just the way it was supposed to be. But when you find out that the people that's on top is responsible for immense um, oppression and loss of things, all right, and what everybody's going through, then the anger will return and begun. See, Esau's the only person that could sell being a drug dealer to be hip and cool. It just popped in my mind. That's why I'm saying that. Like that TV show Breaking Bad, and the character, um, I forgot the name of the character, but he was doing it because he was diagnosed with cancer and he wanted to leave his family something, right? That the average person is out there that get locked up for selling drugs, they'll tell you the exact same thing. But the difference between them and not just a TV show, but Edomites is the fact that you're Jake and they're not. They're not at all. So they can't sympathize with the struggle because they don't know nothing of it. Now everybody is on that Deuteronomy. Matter of fact, we get it. Deuteronomy 30:7. It says, "And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee." So the curses, Deuteronomy 28th chapter, 15 on down, that what you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans was subject to suffer for. All right. Now these other nations are catching it. Now everybody else is getting it. All right. They're not no exception to the rule. So the Lord is about to persecute these devils real soon. They're gonna drink of that cup, like the scripture says. They're gonna drink of that cup. They're gonna be um thirst. They're gonna be overwhelmed of all that perfect execution that the Lord is about to put on them. See these people right here. Not this guy. He's done. He's toast. But these people right here, they're done. Look at this shit. This is really a fucking zombie movie, man. This guy, he just posing. What was the Michael Jackson Thriller? No, yeah, when it was the zombies came out the grave. I'm just thinking, look at them. Deuteronomy 30th chapter and 7 verses really hitting them. Yeah, this Jake is always going to be in the mix because Jake is in everything. This is worse than the crack epidemic. Trust. In order to understand that concept, you have to be there. This is far worse. Far fucking worse. Damn, it's that bad that you have to escape by doing this? This man has it did a number on everybody. But yet he did a number on everybody. But the roles are reversing. And the difference is it will never return the way it once was. And Twadi Habashim Yahushua for that. Okay? Let this place eat itself. This dude is literally you know how disgusting that is? All of it. And look, this is America's future. All those kids that go to school, this is your future. All right? This is your future. Why? This is a different breed of a different generation that have no hope. And look at this guy. He's an expert on crack. Man. But this is America, the filthiest land on the planet Earth. Like this, end it off right here. Habakkuk 2 and point 10 says, thou hast consulted shame to thy house. by cutting off many people and haste sin against thy soul. So these people are solely responsible, and this is part of the shame that is America. Before in time past, it wasn't about the most minute thing. It was about the major thing, right? It was always been about that. So these devils have made it in a way to make it feel as you Israelites are the biggest drug users, the drug pushers on the planet Earth, and why they themselves that will never happen. Well, hate to fool you. This is all part of the shameful tactics. And ask yourself this question: why does everybody have to work 2 or 3 jobs in order to maintain a bullshit life? That's a shameful. That's a shameful thing. Because all the money that was made should have been split into all levels. So, hey, this is a black eye in the shores of America. This is why Yahweh Shem Yahshai is going to wipe this place out. So, with that being said, shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.